mynews.studio.
There's a new malaria drug on the horizon, a single daily sachet that targets resistance. Could this be a real shift in the fight against malaria?
The date today is 2025-11/22. Despite decades of effort, malaria still claims over 600,000 lives each year, mostly children in sub-Saharan Africa. Artemisinin-based therapies have been the mainstay, but they're losing effectiveness. Why is resistance taking hold now?
Resistance develops because the malaria parasite adapts to survive even after treatment. Artemisinin resistance is especially concerning in East Africa and Southeast Asia. If it keeps spreading, the treatments we rely on could stop working altogether. That's why there's real urgency to find alternatives.
That brings us to Ganlum. It's the first new anti-malarial drug in more than 25 years. What sets it apart from the medications we've had so far?
Ganlum works differently. Most antimalarials go after the parasite's biochemical pathways, but Ganlum, its main component is ganoplacide, disrupts the parasite's protein transport system inside red blood cells. This system is critical for the parasite's survival, so by blocking it, Ganlum remains effective even against resistant strains.
So it's not just a tweak of existing drugs. This is a new method. Has there been enough testing to back this up?
Yes, there has. In a large, late-stage trial across 12 African countries, more than 1,600 patients were treated. Ganlum cured 97.4% of them. That's actually higher than current standard therapies. And importantly, it worked against resistant malaria strains.
Those results sound promising. How is Ganlum given? Is the dosing complicated like some of the older treatments?
That's another difference. It's just a once-daily sachet for 3 days. That kind of simplicity matters because many current treatments involve lots of pills over several days, which can lead to missed doses or incomplete courses. The sachet format could really help people stick to the full treatment.
And safety? Any side effects or major concerns coming out of the trials?
The trials found Ganlum's safety profile comparable to existing therapies. No new safety issues popped up. Of course, after approval, monitoring will continue. There'll be pharmacovigilance programs to watch for any side effects or long-term issues.
What about access? Will people most at risk actually be able to get Ganlum, or will cost be a barrier?
That's crucial. Novartis and the Medicines for Malaria Venture plan to distribute Ganlum on a not-for-profit basis in countries where malaria is widespread. They're partnering with organizations like PAM Africa to speed up regulatory approval and strengthen delivery systems.
Regulatory approval is expected by 2027, right? If that happens, Ganlum would be the first new malaria drug since 1999. Could this actually change the global fight against malaria?
It could. By staying ahead of resistance, Ganlum might prevent a new wave of malaria deaths, especially for children. This could mean millions of lives saved. And it's also a real example of what can happen when scientists and organizations work together internationally.
Why should people outside malaria-affected regions care about this?
Malaria drug resistance isn't just a regional issue. If resistance spreads unchecked, it could erase years of progress globally, even in places where malaria has been controlled. Ganlum's development shows how international cooperation and investment can produce solutions that benefit everyone.
So, in summary, Ganlum is a new anti-malarial with a novel approach, high cure rates, simple dosing, a solid safety record, and a plan for affordable access. The fight isn't over, but this is a major step.
Exactly. It's a turning point that could protect the most at risk and help keep us moving toward eradicating malaria altogether.
Thanks for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it now for free.